If you stick around, I will tell you why YouTube makes it take a while for you to grow a channel if you're a vlog, and I'll also give you a little bit of encouragement. Well, hey guys, welcome to the vlog. I have now reached 300 subscribers. It's actually 315 as of today. Very excited about this. The elephant in the room is like, but you only have 300 subscribers. It is a very small channel. You know, when I first started out on YouTube, I heard the first 100 was going to be hard, and it really was. I started my vlog here on Less Hustle, More Coffee in May of 2020. Yes, I'm one of those pandemic starters. I've always been a blogger, like from the early 2000s, just telling my life in a daily tale in written format. Loved the photography, loved graphics, learned to make graphics, got into videos, you know, when Facebook came around, and I don't know, just dabbled in all of that. I had a little bit more time, you know, to play around in 2020. And if you stick around, I will tell you why YouTube makes it take a while for you to grow a channel if you're a vlog. And I'll talk about my circumstance a little bit, and I'll also give you a little bit of encouragement. So I don't know why you're here. Maybe you are less than 300 yourself. Maybe you're starting a new channel, or maybe you're one of the big guys just wanting to see some of us scrounge around down here. Whatever the case is, I'm glad you're here. You know, when I got started, I was just so excited. We were just going to do this, you know. It was going to take off. No, I really didn't know what it was going to do. I just knew that I liked to tell our story in a different way because I had been doing it in the blog and I wanted to do it in video format. So I got the Mac and I got iMovie, came with the Mac, and then I upgraded to Final Cut Pro. And I'm glad I did, but iMovie worked just great for what I needed to do. I just went back and looked at the first videos. There's been a little bit of improvement between the first videos and now. I am now into my 100th video. That just happened today also. So a lot of things are happening right at the same time. There's a little bit of improvement. I can do more with the videos. My camera work, George told me he thinks my camera work is getting better. The way I edit is better. I'm learning a little bit here and there. Let's just talk about it. When I first got started, I was just overwhelmed. There's just so much information out there on YouTube, and I wanted to watch every YouTube. I made lists of all the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to buy all the equipment. I did buy the camera, just like most of the vloggers do. You go and you buy a camera. Well, then I had to dive off into that because I didn't know how to use the camera, and I took some really, let's just say, very bad videos with that. It was very discouraging because I really like to go around the learning curve really fast. I've still got my Canon EOS M50, I think is what it is. I've still got it sitting over there on the shelf. I just ordered a fresh microphone, and I have some goals this year of using it at least once a month for my videos. I'm using iPhone now because right about the time, I don't know, a year or two after I started my vlog here, the new camera came out. I think it was the iPhone 13 is what I have at that time. And the cameras were so much better. I can whip it out at any time and it's just easy. All right, so let's just talk about this. You know, you get these videos out there, and maybe the first time you post, you get a couple of viewers. Maybe once you get it out there on Facebook, you might have, 14 by the end of the day. I think after I'd posted about 30 videos, I started getting people that would just kind of, I would get maybe the same 30 people that would show up. So it kind of was starting to get a little frustrating. So I go and I do all the video searches, on YouTube on how to grow your channel and all this kind of stuff. And I make all my lists, and I'm going to do all this stuff, okay? Then this is kind of diving into my personal story here. My mother moves in with us. She decides to move to be near us. So she's having a house built, and there's just, I think I probably had about 10 or 20 hours a week just cut out, just completely cut out of my week. And it was a shock to me and my channel at the time, because I just ran out of week, basically. I've tried really hard to carve that back in. So I would say probably a year ago, after doing some research on YouTube channels and making my lists and trying to get through them, I began doing one of the first things they should suggest, which is being consistent and doing the videos every week. And once I started being consistent, it's like people, even your friends, family, people on Facebook, Instagram, those are the only people at first that even know you exist. I had a small blog following. Those people were like, hey, we like blogs, we don't like vlogs, we're probably not going to watch your video. A lot of them have morphed into that though, and I appreciate that. Okay, so I started being consistent, and then gradually the numbers began to pick up a little bit. So I do think that helped me out a whole lot. Basically, talking about my situation here, number one, I don't have a niche, and they keep saying, dive down into your niche. Well, frankly, I thought about it for a long time, stewed over it for months, and I basically just decided I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do it. And that is so my personality, is to do it my way. I didn't want to have a niche. I just want to be me. I just want to come on and vlog about our week. Other people who were telling you how to do YouTube, they will tell you that's not going to get you growth. Only until people find you somehow. There are people who like to watch vlogs out there. I'm one of them. It's just they can't connect up with you because you don't have a niche and they can't find you. So if you're at 15 or 30 people watching you every week, don't be discouraged. They're out there. They just can't get connected to you. They don't know how to find you. This lady right here, I started in my upper 50s because it was 3 to 4 years ago. I'm not glamorous by any means. My makeup routine is probably hilarious, as is my nighttime routine. So I'm not one of those vlogs where I'm packing up and moving to New York. I don't have anything exciting really to share other than our life with George and my 2 dogs. And I am working full time. I forgot to mention that. But yes, I'm working full time and taking care of Mom, who doesn't drive. And so I take her to her doctor's appointments, to get groceries, household supplies, go out to eat, whatever she needs to do, take her to church. We spend a lot of time together. And my work is out of town. It's about 45-minute drive. I lose about 2 hours out of my day. So I've had to be really crafty at even being able to get the videos done, period. That's just a little backdrop about me. All right, so let's talk about it. I don't know, maybe you get up to like 75 subscribers. I really didn't worry about the subscribers very much before that because I knew they're just, it was just going to be hard to get there. But as I got nearer to 100, it became to be more important to me. And I would get up to 75. And then I would get on the next day and it would be down to 73. And I would be so discouraged. So there's been about 3 times since I've been doing this that I've almost quit because I was so frustrated with not having the time that it required to dive into it. Or I was just down on myself thinking, girl, the negative talk, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not smart enough, you're not camera worthy enough, you're not excited enough, you're just you, and that's not good enough. And so that negative self-talk would come in, and I would think, what are you doing? You're just hurting yourself. This hurts, when you lose 1 subscriber, you're heartbroken over it. And, I would lament over it for like 2 days, threaten to quit. There are enough videos. Anytime that I ever felt like I wanted to quit, I would always go and watch other vloggers. Yeah, it hurts sometimes that they were successful and I'm not. I don't know, I guess the ones that I'm following and the ones that I see or have taken advice from are just so warm and encouraging and down to earth. And here are the things that I have learned from other vloggers to keep going. And I will just have to say that I agree. They always say, keep at it if you enjoy it. If it's not something, if you don't enjoy the process, it's going to be really hard for you to keep at it. And I think that's one thing that has kept me strong, is that I love the process. I love taking pictures. I love doing videos. I enjoy nature and its beauty, or just things sitting around, aesthetic, and just trying to capture that and share that. I always did that with the blog. So I love that piece of it. I love the editing. It did take me a little bit to get over the learning curve, but I wanted to do it so badly that I learned it. And I would go and look at other videos just to see. Like, I can remember getting hung on something in Final Cut Pro. There's these scissors that come up, and I don't know what I'm hitting to make it come up, but it wouldn't go away. And I would video and it would say, oh, just hit the A button, it'll go away. So, there's just little things that I would do all the time and get around that curve until I learned it. So I do enjoy the process. I will say that, when you post it up on video every Saturday at 7, I would go in and I would look at it, and it would just not have very many views, and my stomach and heart would just tank. I kind of got to a point where I was like, don't even look at it until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I kind of did that, and then I really had to talk to myself about, don't worry about the views. If you love it, keep doing it. The views will eventually come, and just don't worry about it. Just keep doing it. Keep plugging away at it, and it's going to be fun because you like doing it. You love the process. Number 2 is keep improving. So I've always told myself, it's okay if you are not as good as the people you keep comparing yourself to. It's fine to look and compare, in my opinion, because you do want to get better. You do need to see the difference. I'm learning color correction. That was a goal this past year. I think my color is a little bit better, kind of makes up for what I don't know in using the camera or the iPhone. If I don't have the lighting right, I can kind of fix it in Final Cut Pro and make it a lot better. If I see something on someone else's vlog and it's like, hey, I like the way they did their titles there, or I like the way they just videoed and did voiceovers talking about their feelings during that time. There's just so many different styles, and you can see and learn, develop your own style. You don't want to copy anybody, but you just see styles or approaches or things that you like to do. So you just keep improving. Keep at it if you enjoy it. Keep improving. Keep setting your goals. I do that every year, and I'm trying to make them more reasonable, because when I first started doing this, I said I'm too fast, too hard, and I was disappointed and frustrated. And so in the last year or two, I've learned to don't hurry, be happy. In the past year, I have developed a passion for the sloth. I've embraced the sloth and it was just kind of funny when I did that, and I got all kind of sloth Christmas presents, because I just thought, why not just embrace the slow? If that's all I can get, I can't get much time, let's just embrace the slow. Slow and steady she goes. I'm not in any hurry, and I'm happy. So there you go. Keep setting those goals, and even if you have to set them on a smaller timeline. Like, I've set myself the goal to make one improvement to my channel itself. I'm talking about when you pull up my channel, my community page, my description. There's lots of things on there, like the banner. There's a lot of things on there that I need to work at that I really haven't had time to in the past. And so I'm going to focus on one thing a month for my channel. And that's doable for me. So that's an example. Keep at it if you love it. Keep improving. Keep setting your goals. And take small breaks if you need it. I am really surprised that I've been able to do every Saturday at 7 Central. Somehow I've met that goal. I was determined to meet that goal. And so that is with the one goal I've definitely met. But there have been a couple of times when I thought, I need to take a break. You can figure out ways to take a break sometimes without taking a break. There's been times when I just got on and did a video on how I need a break. An unedited, how are you guys doing? I'm taking a break this week, so we're just going to sit down and have a chat. And, that was really easy to edit and put out there. You can do shorts and, just say, hey guys, no video this week. Hang in there with me. And I think your audience appreciates that because they know you haven't just left them. Ever how small they might be, your favorite 30 people. I kept saying on my videos for a long time, thank you all for being here, all 30 of you. But if you think about it and you have 30 people sitting in a room, that's 30 people. And I know Catherine Manning said that one time. She's like, even if you only have 300 subscribers, just imagine all those people sitting in a room listening to you. So that's 300. Now, technically, all of your subscribers don't always come back every week, but that's another story, another video. But I do have 300 subscribers now, and it is hard to believe, and it's taken a while to be here. I wanted to do this video because I wanted to document this journey. I do anticipate that my channel will develop its community and that it will keep growing. I think it will grow at a faster pace than it has in the past because it is starting to get a little bit of exposure and YouTube is picking up on it a little bit. So let's talk about that. Just do a little sidebar here. The reason that YouTube has picked up on my channel is that I had done a colonoscopy video. I'll show it here. So the colonoscopy video has a lot of views. I want to say it's at 12,000, may even be more than that by now. It just kind of, I don't want to say viral because when you think of viral, it's a lot more views than that. But for me, it was viral. It was more than 30. That brought in a lot of people. And there is that community within those people that have diverticulitis issues like I do. I don't really want my entire channel to be about diverticulitis, but there are going to be sidebars with that. And so I appreciate those people who are watching my channel for that. There's also some travel that happens within my channel. I did a video on Panama City. I think it was one of the best videos that I've done. It was just a fun video. It had really good music in it. And that's been one of the parts of the process that I love is picking out the music. Those two videos, and there's been a couple of more videos. The Nashville Brewery bus started to get some views after the other two started getting views because YouTube kept like pushing me out there. But then things would slow down and then I would have some videos that just wouldn't do what you wanted them to do. But that was exciting. And I do think that that's kind of what started people finding me. And I've really worked hard at trying to focus on my titles because I really think that your titles help. And anytime I mention diverticulitis, that crew comes in. Keep at it if you enjoy it. Keep improving. Keep setting goals. Take small breaks if you need any and reestablish your why. I kept thinking, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I slamming myself with all of this work during the week? And why am I upset if subscribers are not coming? And, why am I stressing myself out? So I had to go back and look at it. And it's like, I really like trying to figure out my own way through this YouTube navigation. it's a big puzzle to me, and I enjoy finding and seeking the pieces and putting them together, and when they work, it's just a beautiful thing, and it's very rewarding. So even if it is taking me a long time because I don't have the charisma, if I don't have a niche, I don't have any major thing calling everybody to me. But it's okay because I reestablished my why. I just enjoy the process. And I kept telling myself, because every time I wanted to quit, I knew that on day 2, I would be grieving that I had just quit, especially if I had announced it, which I have kind of sort of done, in the past. I think I came on a YouTube and said, I think I'm going to probably not do the videos for a while. But I was back the next week. Also, you can change things up a bit if something's not working. And that was just some good advice that I thought I would share. Also, just keep looking out there at others for that inspiration and encouragement that you need. And if you're not happy with what you're doing in your channel, it's going to be really hard to sustain. So a lot of these things that I'm sharing with you are just things that I've experienced, or just very strong lessons that I have absorbed from others. So I really just wanted to come on here and blog about my experiences and just share those with you, because you may find something encouraging about this. Maybe you're less than 300, maybe you're at 500 or 1,000. I still think there's some takeaways here for anyone that's doing a YouTube channel. But if you're small, and it's okay, you'll get there if you keep going, that's okay. I have just decided, like I told you, I'm going to embrace slow. I honestly don't know if I could have handled a really successful channel while working full time and taking care of Mom. I think I would have wanted to dive into it more, and I wouldn't have had the time to do it. And I think it would be devastating to me and my family. I really think that God has been holding me back some for the right timing through all of this, because He knows me, He knows my family. I do think that He blesses the channel. I also think that everything is in His timing and His will. I think I have hit most of the points that I wanted to cover today. I just, in some small way, would like to be an inspiration to somebody out there that is growing their channel, because it is hard. And you do have to enjoy what you're doing, and it does take a lot of time. For some people, it's easier than others. Some people have charisma, and it probably does take a little bit of luck, but it also takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of hours to edit and to get started, and eventually you get a rhythm. But I wanted to document my journey too, for me as well as others, because I want to be able to come back and remember what this was like. I do plan to grow the channel. I may or may not develop a niche, but if it is going to be a niche, it's going to be something like retirement in the South, or something that applies to my everyday living, because I want to blog and vlog about whatever I want to. So I'll be doing my weekly vlogs every Saturday at 7. And then occasionally, right now, about once a month, I'll come on and do these little specialty vlogs just to talk about YouTube or whatever exciting thing I'm doing at the time, where I can dive further down into a subject. But I hope this has helped you, and I hope that if you like vlogging and creating a channel, and you enjoy all the moving parts and pieces, I wish you the best, and just keep at it. It'll happen. Don't quit unless it's something you really don't enjoy. All right, there you have it. So I hope you'll come back and look at the weekly vlog, which is every Saturday at 7. And I'm married to George. We have 2 dogs and 2 cats. The cats are outside though. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to come back. Most of my vlogs, though, are going to be just the weekly lifestyle vlog with occasional videos like this. So if you'd like to join our community, just go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for being here, and good luck in all that you're doing out there.